Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why I moved to California and why you should take that risk of moving somewhere, making a big decision, like using all your savings to go somewhere, do something that your gut tells you should do, but you also have fear. Go with the gut feeling and the fear, because moving to California is the best decision I could have made for myself a year and a half ago. I think it was. I got here in October of 2021. So yeah, about a year and a half. I had a great job in North Carolina. Well, I don't want to say it's a great job, but I was making a ton of money. The most I've ever touched or saw in my life. And it felt good. And even though all my friends had moved to Raleigh or were already in Raleigh, I still felt like, Raleigh is the city of North Carolina, I still felt like something was missing, you know? I was just like, this day-to-day life of what I'm doing, I'm like, this isn't it. I need to continue this journey of finding myself. And you know what? Some people might say that you can't move to another place or you can't do this. Like, yes, you can. Like, you could definitely find yourself if you just move to a new city and not know anyone. It's like the same thing with traveling or traveling alone. Like, anyways, yeah, I basically had it all in North Carolina. Like, money, friends, financial security, same thing as money. Had everything I needed. And my sister decided she was going to go to UCSB, and that gave me the opportunity to move to California. And I took it because I was like, I have lived in North Carolina for 15 years, from 5 to 15 or 16. And then from 18 to 22, I lived in North Carolina. I also moved to London, England, off a whim. I could have stayed in the States, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to move to London. So basically this video is like, go do that crazy thing that you want to do. I literally moved to London on a whim. Like, not on a whim, my parents lived there. I had the opportunity to stay back, but I was like, I want to go there and finish school online. The same school I was at, I just finished it online because I was already online. But I was like, you know what? I want to make friends. I want to create a life there. I want to be in London. I love that city. I'd been there multiple times before I actually moved there. And I was like, this is gonna be good, you know? Like, this is gonna be good. It ended up not being good. The reason why I did leave London is because they went into tier 4 lockdown during COVID. And COVID, I was not about to be locked up in that house. Like, if you think there were restrictions in the United States during that time, London was literally 10 times worse. That place was horrible when it came to lockdown. So then I moved back, and that's when I moved back to Raleigh. And then from Raleigh, I moved to California. I had an X amount of savings, and I just basically used all of it to move to California. I was just like, I need something new, you know? It just, North Carolina is definitely a place I could see myself being in long term, like retirement or like when I'm older wise, but I was like, the opportunity's there, I'm gonna take it. The opportunity was there to move to London, I took it. And this video is to tell you to take it, because it has been so worth it every time. Because every time I move or I do like a big decision or make a plan in my head like that, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna learn something about myself. I'm gonna have a crazy life experience that I need. Like, I'm just like, this is all beneficial, even though there's so much crap that comes with taking a huge risk that you are so fearful of, in the end, I think it's so worth it for your core being and who you are, and figure out who you want to be, like, and what you like and don't like. There's just so many things to overcoming your fears and taking huge risks. I mean, no, I wasn't alone in this city. I lived with my sister and her partner, but hey, finding a job, like, I went over there with no job. I had my savings and I was like, I'm gonna find a job when I get there. That's what I'm gonna do. So I did. I walked right up to this restaurant and I said, I want to work here. Because it was funny, this guy that I met when I first moved here, he worked at the yacht club, and I was telling him about the places that I wanted to apply to, and he was like, I wouldn't work there. Like, the only places I would work is in Montecito or something else. And I was like, Montecito, what's that? And I probably shouldn't be saying the city. Oops, it's okay. But he was like, yeah, I would only work there. And I was like, I don't know anything about that. So I did my research. It was literally like X amount of minutes from me. And I was like, this is it. This place is hiring. It's like one of the hottest spots. I'm walking up in there and I'm getting this job. And I did. So I've been working there as long as I've been in California. And I've met so many people. It's literally a family. And I do love that place. Like, it's amazing. But another risk I took on top of just moving, so that was like, I guess, a life, like location risk, I guess. I don't know. But another risk I took is I lived here for a year and I did not like it. Like, I wasn't meeting friends. You know, I had like a great job, you know, like quality of life in California is amazing. The sun, everything is just, this place is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, politically, you can argue that one. I don't know about this place sometimes, but other than that, this place is mwah. So I was living here for a year, didn't make any friends, blah, blah, blah. And I moved back, or I was gonna move back. And I had everything set up. Room was put on Craigslist or wherever my sister and her partner put it. And thank God they did not kill me, because I literally made them go through all this shit. Like, I'm leaving. You guys got to find a new roommate. I'm out. Like, I mean, after the lease was ended, yes. But I was like, peace. I don't want to be here anymore. It's not it for me. And then all of a sudden, I hang out with this guy that I was hanging out with for like a long time, who is now my boyfriend. But I liked him, but I didn't realize it. And then I was moving and then like it clicked. And I was like, oh my God, I really think that this relationship can go somewhere. And I was like, I've never felt love from a person like this before. And oh my God, I cannot right now. If I start crying, bear with me, people. Literally, before I started filming this, I was crying to country music in my car. Like, I think the tears are already there. But anyways, I meet this guy, and we're hanging out for like a year. And one day, it hits me, like, that I really like him. And because I had been journaling about him for like months. I was like, I don't really know if I like him, blah, 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 blah. And I was moving, and then I just, like, it snapped one day, and I was like, oh my God. And then people were like, oh, don't stay for a guy. Don't stay for a man. Like, you need to do you. Like, first of all, I'm so glad I did not listen to the people that told me to not stay for a man. Love is like the highest power, vibration, energy, whatever you want to call it. Love is like above all. Love conquers all. And it's not like it was like, oh, like, I knew intuitively this is for the long term. Like, if I stay for this guy, me and him are going to be together for a while. And if we're not, then if it ends up being 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, whatever, I was like, I need to stay here for this. Whether I find out he's the love of my life, or find out that he's not what I thought he was. So, and now he's my boyfriend, and I'm so happy I stayed, because I just am so happy I stayed. With all the little voices in my head and like people telling me, don't do this, don't do that, you know, be cautious. Just do what your gut tells you. And I have been struggling with like following my gut, because a lot of fear comes into place, and I'm still working on how to overcome fear. A huge fear of mine was being judged on YouTube and creating YouTube videos and being vulnerable, because I can get like, I feel like sometimes I just talk and I'm like, I look back at videos and I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. So shouldn't have said that. But like, this is me and who I am. And if people don't like that, then they can GTFO, you know, like get out. You know what I mean? Fear, everyone has fear in their lives differently. And I just want to just like, because it's gotten me so many times. It's nipped me in the butt so many times, fear has. And I'm so over letting that control me, because fear is hard to conquer sometimes. So this was a very long story short kind of video. Just wanted to get to the point. This is where my life has went in the past year and a half, and it has completely changed. And I'm so happy it did, because I listened to myself and I'm like doing things I never thought old Bailey would have done. Like stay in California. Like he is literally the reason why I stayed here. I was like, I need to stay. And it has turned out amazing. So if you have your doubts, but something's telling you should do it, do it. Because every single time I've moved to a new country, state, I've only moved to a new country once, but you know what I'm saying. Every time I've moved to like a place hours away from my comfort zone, holy shit. So much has happened. And I'm saying like do things as little as go talk to that person you've been wanting to talk to for like months who you think is cute, or spark a conversation with someone you see every day on your daily commute to work. Like, don't just think this video is about move to that country or move to that state. Not everyone wants to move or has the funds to move, but if you have an opportunity, take it. And don't look back. And don't doubt yourself, and don't let fear creep in. That's my words for today. This is a little short one, but I had to get it out there. California has been a beautiful state to live in, and I'm very happy I moved here. My relationships have gotten better. I have gotten so much happier, like finding myself and just getting hit with these huge life-changing things. So, just do what you want to do. That's all I gotta say. But thanks for tuning in. I hope this message really moves someone to do something about their lives. And I hope you have the support from your friends or family to do it. I've always had mad support from my family. Thank God. Even though they were a little mad at me when I was like, just kidding, I'm staying here. But hey, it all worked out for the better, right? So, yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Also, I wanted to add one more thing. I'm about to edit this YouTube video, but I wanted to add this in there. The drive to California was so amazing. So I drove from North Carolina to California. We stopped in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. Oklahoma City. And then like we drove through Texas, and then we stopped in Arizona or New Mexico. I don't know, one of those two, but we made it the trip in 4.5 days. And it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. I drove with my mom. We had amazing conversations. We laughed, we cried. It was just a really beautiful trip. Like, if you had the chance to drive across the country, or you just want to do it one day, do it. Because, I mean, I don't know the route, if you were like taking like through Chicago, like the upper route, but we took the lower one through Nashville and stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's ways, but we ended up going on Route 66. I know the history of that route is not good, but it was really cool to see the scenery once you start going into California. I think we were off Route 66 then, but just the rocks and everything, like, it really sinks in when you drive across the country when you're moving to a new place. And it really built a lot of emotions. But it just really made everything sink in. And it was really fun to go with my mom, so I would definitely do it with someone you love and can have fun with and who doesn't stress you out. But we had a lot of fun. We explored places, we ate, we sat down and ate. Like, we just made like a good, like, every day was a great day out of it. Like, we'd get Starbucks, like, we took our time, we looked out for each other. It was really, really great. So I definitely recommend driving across the country if you can, or if you're moving, just to drive. Like, I know driving for 4.5 days may not seem ideal, but once you do it, I think it's very worth it, because I've driven my whole life up and down the East Coast by myself. Like, drives just can give you mental clarity and ideas, and I don't know, like, driving is a really cool thing, you know, when it is, I mean, traffic sucks, but yeah, like, once, you know, you do the commute and stuff, like, I really think road trips are really cool. And there's people that just take road trips for a living. Like, they live in their car and they're just constantly taking road trips. Well, yeah, like, I think road trips are really cool way to, like, tap into your thoughts and have good conversation with the person you're with. Or if you're alone, like, I don't know. There's a lot of beauty in road trips. So I definitely think you should take the opportunity if you can. But that's the last thing I had to say. That's it. This video, I have been crying all week. It's Pisces season. It's literally one of those crazy times. And I definitely looked like I was crying in the video, because I had literally just cried before I made the video. But I was like, I'm not about to make this again. I got my point across. Like, I'm a human being. We have emotions. Like, you guys will see the raw and real me. I'm not trying to hide a thing on here. I am who I am, and I'm not afraid to show it. So that's what I gotta say. So thanks for watching. I hope everyone has an amazing week, amazing Pisces season. I know inside real astrology, it's not Pisces season. It's probably still Aquarius season, or whatever season was before this season. Or Capricorn. I don't know what season was before this one. But yeah, thanks for watching, and tune in for next time.